Hello, I'm Roy Whiffin, and just over one more week before we have early voting. Remember, we've got Farah, who's going for the open position in Greatwood and is getting great response from her little videos. Thousands of people are looking into that. The first video, last time I looked, was about 5,500 people. The second video was a couple of thousand. So you're paying attention to what's going on, and thank you for that, because this is your city. This is just me ranting, but this is your city as well as mine that we need to get back into order. And of course, this is the biggie. We need to get new leadership. And with that, I just wanted to run through a few of the things that this guy has done. That's our mayor, by the way. That's Joey Boy, Joe Zimmerman. He cancelled all the celebrations. He tried to close the swimming pool. He spent money on speed bumps, thousands of dollars that we didn't need. Could have used it for some other good purpose, but I've had the city tell me that the Smart Centre was on budget, and yet I've got three figures here that they've given to the press, etc., that are all different by thousands of dollars. So even the city itself can lie. We've got a situation where we've got minimum services. We've got this guy running for re-election. This is our county judge, who has in no way helped us so far with our property taxes, which go up and up and up. And the Central Appraisal District is an entity unto itself that, once again, that we have no control over, and it's just one of those deals. We've got these guys running the city, telling this guy what to do. Oh, by the way, he's one of these guys as well. And this guy earning $250,000. If you ever go to one of the City Hall meetings, watch him. It is laughable. He sits there knowing that he's got $250,000 each year going into his pocket, and he just sits there and rocks. Quite happy. Nobody's going to hurt me. Nobody's going to do anything wrong. Okay, back to something really, really serious. I've talked about it before, which is the fire service. We are in trouble with the fire service. These guys are working their tails off. They're undermanned, and we've had the city say, well, we've had 3 experts over the years that have told us that we're fine. Now, if everything was fine, why would you need to prove it 3 times? And what did that cost? Once again, I have here a letter from the president, the Firefighters Association. This was released on April the 10th. It says, Sugarland firefighters speak out about safety concerns. It says the City of Sugarland ongoing practice of utilising too few firefighters, or in some cases closing fire trucks, is a dangerous practice that must be stopped, according to the Sugarland Professional Firefighters. Firefighters contend that the city administration refusal to adopt federal standards jeopardises public safety. That's you. That's your house. your family and you. These standards, based on nationally accepted studies and scientific research, are designed not only to protect firefighters, but to keep the public safe as well. See what I mean? Tom Anderson, president of the Sugar Land Professional Firefighters, said, "Sugar Land professional firefighters are committed to protecting our community. While we always do our best to respond swiftly and efficiently to any emergency, the decision of the city administration makes it more difficult than ever. Quite simply, city officials are gambling with public safety. This is an accident waiting to happen." Do we really need these people putting your life in jeopardy? Do we really? Are you prepared to gamble? Sugar Land Fire Service fighters are speaking out about the response models, policies and training practices, implementation by the City of Sugar Land Fire Department, based on recommendations from a recent study issued by the ICAM, the International City Managers Association. Anderson said, "Our firefighters agree with many of the recommendations by the ICMA. However, the city has not implemented any of these." I'll read that again. The city has not implemented any of these. Anderson also expressed concern over the number of firefighters currently serving Sugar Land. He says Sugar Land has experienced a reduction of nearly 30% in the number of firefighters protecting our community. This reduction means we no longer have enough firefighters in the firehouse to respond when our community needs us most. This not only endangers our firefighters, but our citizens of Sugar Land, who no longer receive the level of service they deserve and pay for in their taxes. Are you prepared to elect this guy again? He's also decided that him and this guy had a meeting where they told the city councillors that they wanted to increase the taxes by 3%. Again, he has elected to increase taxes for the last 5 years, and they've gone up 35%. Now, we've also got the fact that on Tuesday they are going to try and change, and this is for you in New Territory. They're trying to change designation from residential to commercial. Residential, they can't make any money. Commercial, these guys can make a lot of money. And there's also a possibility that you won't get your taxes out of it either. So these guys are, to be polite, screwing you. They screwed you for years. You need to get out and vote. And you need to vote for this lady who wants to put Sugar Land back where it should be. And this lady that's prepared to help very much. Remember, this is a write-in. This is Farah Ahmed. And talk to these ladies. They're very accessible. But next week, the 23rd, is early voting, and then May 5th is when the real vote is. If you're going to vote, ask a friend if they would like to come along with you and vote for the future of Sugar Land, and not what's been happening in the past where people have had nothing and it's all been down to business. He's now with a company that is doing business in Sugar Land. He should be out even on that account. let alone the bad things that he's done for Sugarland. And these guys should be put back in their pen where they should be, and Sugarland should be back to the people. With that, I'll say goodbye, and with God's blessing, I'll talk to you soon. Bye.